This video is about the bloody sock print evidence found on the carpet in the Bain house. The police, during their good time period where they felt they could just throw anything with no basis at all at David, tried to say that the bloody sock prints found on the carpet were David's. But once again, the most important factor in this whole case is, were they telling the truth, and were they suppressing evidence, and were they perverting the course of justice? And I put it to you that is exactly what they were doing, and given the amount of times that they have done this, the leading police in this case need to be charged and jailed if found guilty of this, because they're not only putting a single man's liberty at risk, they're putting the whole justice system on a downward throttle. Okay, here's the facts of the case. Detective Lodge didn't disclose to the defence, didn't tell the court or the jury that he had been to the mortuary and measured Robin Bain's feet, and that those feet measured 270 millimeters. Photos of luminal footprints, which make blood much more clear, showed that the footprints on the Bain's carpet were 276 millimeters in length. We would actually expect somebody that had a 270 millimeter foot to leave an approximately 280 millimeter footprint, because the movement of carpet hairs, the movement of the foot and the pushing of carpet hairs as an object goes down on carpet makes a footprint actually bigger, even though perhaps the whole of the foot at one time isn't completely pressed on the carpet. It's generally accepted that a footprint on carpet will be about sort of 5 to 10 millimeters bigger than the actual foot. So Robin Bain's feet were 270 mils measured at the mortuary, a fact not disclosed by Detective Lodge, and luminol bloody footprints found on the carpet were 276 mils. You could almost say a perfect kind of match. David Bain's feet, by comparison, are 300 millimeters long and would leave approximately a 306 to 310 millimeter footprint. So he was basically excluded from these bloody footprints that were on the carpet. Now you remember, like I said before, during the good time days when the police never thought anybody was going to scrutinise their work and they could just snap their fingers and toss a coin and work out who they felt was the guilty party, and then just invent and throw any evidence at that person, and just everything went their way. But like I say, it has been established that Detective Lodge did not tell the defence and did not tell a jury and the judge that he had been to the mortuary and measured Robin Bain's feet at 270 millimeters. Detective Milton Ware actually went further than this guy, and he swore that no luminol footprints came out, and this was denied by ESR scientist Peter Henschel. So you've got two police lies, and these are facts. Basically the book Trial by Ambush by Joe Karam is just basically based on verbatim court transcripts. They've already tried to sue him for it and failed miserably, because he's basically just relying on evidence that was available for anybody to see. So the police have lied twice in this case, and I've already made the point before that you can only accept so many fouls in a case before you discredit all police evidence. Once you see there's one instance where they've either made a serious mistake or lied, then you've got to think seriously about throwing a case out, compensating a person and apologising to a person. Not in this case where there's multiple cases of lying, destruction of evidence and suppressing of evidence. So in a nutshell, The bloodied footprints found on the carpet were Robin Bain's. His feet were measured at 270mm at the mortuary, a fact hidden from the court by Detective Lodge, and the luminol photographs showed that the bloody sock prints on the carpet were 276mm in length, impossible for David to make. And the main point here is that Detective Milton Ware told the court that the luminol footprints didn't come out. He was in charge of the investigation. He knew damn well that they did come out, and he has lied on multiple occasions in this trial and should be tried and, if found guilty, jailed.